Thank you so very much. So nice to see you. And
Okay.
thanks for honoring our invitation at the very last minute.
Well,
You have the floor for the next 10 minutes.
well, I have no choice. It's in national interest. It's in national interest. I have no choice.
Yeah.
And I'm Oscar Macauley, the director of McDaniel Personal Care Ltd. We're manufacturers of personal care products, toothpaste, petroleum jelly, body creams and lotions, and the rest of them. First, I would like to acknowledge my elder in this forum, Dr. Teju Bolujoko. Well, I'm happy to hear from an elder, not only elder in terms of age, but in the sector, who have had his own experience. And as a matter of fact, I've learned a lot from him too, from his presentation. It's been a wonderful one, sir. Thank you very much for sharing your experience with us. Well, I've been in the manufacturing sector for about 30 years, ranging from the family company, started with shrimping and fishing and shrimping via a joint venture with the Soviets, then who are now Ukrainians. So, and from there, I moved on to manufacturing, cosmetics, personal care, in the late 90s. And thank God for the administration of Obasanjo that brought in, okay, fine, cosmetics products, and say, look, you can't be importing soap into this country. Soap got prohibited. So we set up a soap manufacturing concern with some friends and associates, mainly Asians, because apart from our elder here, and I can say authoritatively that you have very few Nigerians in the manufacturing sector. It is dominated by foreigners, mainly Asians. Without fear of contradiction, I'm able to say that 90–95% of manufacturers are Asians. So we set up that. And our manufacturing soap, purely soap, that's all. The first local company to start competing with multinationals. I wouldn't want to mention names, multinationals. And our first export was to a neighboring country, Ghana. We tried it in 2007. It was full of roadblocks, I would say. Okay, apart from the NAFDAC registration, I felt, okay, not having the knowledge that our elder, Dr. Bolujoko, has, I felt we were good to go. And the importer too in Ghana too felt, okay, they are registered products in Nigeria. The first contact we made with the regulatory authorities there, they said, okay, if they are registered, okay, come over. That was the consultant, what he was fed with. So we shipped the products in a container. And it's quite interesting that as of 2006, 2007, it takes a truck less than 24 hours to get to Ghana. But by sea then, it took the vessel, it took the consignment over 3 weeks, about the fourth week before it was delivered to Ghana. How? OT African lines then couldn't pick it up. So any vessel that picks it will have to take it to Europe then bring it back to Ghana. From Nigeria, it goes to Europe and bring it back to Ghana. So that is the journey. And when we got to Ghana, the then FDB clamped on it and said we're not registered and so on. Registered in Nigeria is not sufficient. We have to pay. And we were already there. The importer said, okay, came back to us. We have to pay $10,000, 2007, 2006, 2007, and so on. It was not a very palatable experience, but it was an experience. That's for the first one. So I looked at it, and then the majority of the shareholders were Asians. They made up their mind that, look, we have enough market in Nigeria. There is no point. going for export. We were happy with the Nigerian market, and we were fine. And that was it. Later on, we tried it again, set up a detergent plant. We couldn't. So, well, on my own, I now look at it and say, look, what do we do? And I decided to set up McDaniel 3 years ago. And why? The first thing, there is a supply gap in the market. Why is it with due respect to our ladies on this particular forum, on this platform, generally our ladies like imported personal care products. And why? Like our elder said, the challenge is packaging. The packaging of the product makes a difference. The basic ingredients are same, except for few things. The basic ingredients are same. The packaging, we realize that packaging is a major challenge. So, and Nigerians, West Africans, they say, okay, imported products, imported products. So we set up a plant. I set up a plant with my friends, getting the best equipment and machinery from Europe, non-intervention, and to set up a toothpaste plant. Today, we manufacture without fear of contradiction. I make bold to say ours is the first premium quality product to be manufactured by a Nigerian in Nigeria, toothpaste. We set it up, we sent it, we took samples to the neighboring countries. Of course, the next market I'll look at, the low-hanging fruit is Ghana, because they have the population. The neighboring countries of Republic of Benin and Togo, products are unofficially exported. Even up to Ghana, to Burkina Faso, products are unofficially exported. So we look at it, we spoke to them, but the challenge they have is the protocol in export. They say they will not want to do anything. You deliver to us, we pay you. And like our elders shared, they don't want to commit anything. That's the challenge we have. So we look at it, okay. What we did now, we now took a decision by the board. I said, look, let's send our samples to Walmart because we were sure of the quality. And besides, I want to share this with other entrepreneurs. One thing there is depression out there, especially in the Western world, that if you have to get anything, they go to Asia. Why? Because they have better infrastructure, they have the support from governments and so on. For example, you go to India, you will see that you visit some places, some factories, they say they call them export-oriented. What they produce in India and in Vietnam, what they produce is not for the local market. It's not for the Indian market. It's for Europe and North America. So they said, because what the quality they produce is for export. And they get third-party manufacture from these markets, which some people call a private label or contract manufacture. We reached out to them. We visited, I did a follow-up to the UK, the US. Walmart said, okay, fine. It was sent to their headquarters. It passed their quality tests and so on. But they were told that, look, gentlemen, your product is not known in our region. What you will do, you can ship it down. You pay for it to be displayed. If it generates enough consumer offtake, then they can now consider buying. So they can consider buying it. That's the challenge we have. Notwithstanding, Amazon said, okay, fine. Amazon is saying just they were talking to me as if they are talking to people from Mexico and other neighboring countries of America. That look, why don't you ship a pallet down? And our elder can attest to that. If I have to ship a pallet from Nigeria to the US, it will cost fortune to ship a pallet from here to the US. So I say, will you ship a pallet down? We look at that, we put it online. Once it generates enough consumer offtake, then we can ask you to ship in a container, give you an order for a container or containers. That has been the story. So it's been very challenging. So what I did, I discussed with Mr. Foyede and the extent of, so look, what we now made up our mind is, I said, okay, fine. We'll get our products registered with the regulatory authorities in the US and in Canada. And we're ready to take the bull by the horn. But I said, okay, fine. We'll get a warehouse there, ship our products there, and we take it off from there. We introduce it by ourselves to the market because we're not getting support from the Nigerian market, from whether it is Nexim or the support we're supposed to get from NEPC. I don't think NEPC was ready to commit their money into financing a business for you. If they are to do so, well, our elders will have told us in this presentation that if NEPC is in position to commit their money to, look, let's move the product to Europe for you, or to the US or North America and get a warehouse for you to introduce your product into the market. But in other climes, these are easily done. And that has been our story. My ladies and gentlemen, I will have come up with a presentation. Mr. Boyd told me a couple of hours ago when I was coming out of the church. So there was no way I could make the presentation. And that has been the story. But if you have questions, I'm ready to take questions from my experience. We told them, and we are also, we are even open, we are ready to do contract manufacture because that's what they go to Asia to do. We even told them that we don't mind competition. We are ready to package competition products. We don't mind because that's what they go to Asia to do. And we can do it in Nigeria. But they are saying, you sure this one is crumbling? They were asking me if I was sure that this one came from Africa, not even Nigeria, because of the packaging. So that has been our story. I think I want to stop now. And if there are some more questions, I'll take them later. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. We appreciate, and we'll be back.
This webinar is brought to you by Talking Trade and Investment Global Patrick. We are live on Facebook at Export Digest. Kindly follow our Facebook page. Also, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow us on Twitter at Export Digest TV.
Welcome back once again. Thank you so very much, Emmanuel Macauley. Without a formal presentation, you have captured everything we could ask for, because this is practical. It is how you can do it, what you have gone through, which makes it so useful for everybody participating today. Thank you so very much. Ibrahim Aruna, you have it in bullet point before we bring in Femi Boyede.
Sure. So thank you, everyone, and thanks for this opportunity again. Mr. Macauley, listening to you, you talk about your experience, over 30 years in the manufacturing and how you have tried some products and they were not successful. You talk about your experience, started from fishing and trading with the Ukrainian ally and to the Soviet Union. And you also moved to the cosmetic and personal care, right? And, you talk about how this market was dominated by the Asians, right? And few Nigerians, right? Which is a huge challenge. But the local soap manufacturing, you manufacture and you ship to Ghana, you talk about how some of the challenges you faced was about you were sure to bring the product, but when you actually get there, now it requires you to pay a huge lot of money to secure some licensing before you can actually sell your product. So that again went that way. Then you talk about how you strategize, focus on manufacturing your toothpaste, which was one of the best in Nigeria, right? But in trying to go to an international market, you reach out to Walmart, and Walmart require you to actually come up with samples, which you did. But now, since your product's not well known to the local market, Walmart require you to actually set a shipload of your products, which is going to cost a lot of money to do that. And Amazon require the same thing. So Amazon wants to do the same thing. So another challenge is actually securing support, support from the agencies in Nigeria that could fund all these initiatives for you, that could provide the fund. And so those are the challenges, right? And this has been some of the setback to not helping you to actually see how you can scale your product to make sure it's made. You could scale through and go to export and be able to export this product in a large quantity. And so I'm just going to stop here. I hope I'm able to capture the summary of what you have said. Thank you.